Hi, I'm Valerie Vespa. I'm VP of Brand Partnerships at OUTFRONT Media, and I'm joined here with my lovely guest from Kellanova, Nicole. You want to introduce yourself and maybe tell the audience a bit about, what you do there and in your role there?
Yeah. So Nicole Vinson, Vice President of Digital Media and Omni-Shopper Experience. Really, I'm responsible for overall marketing excellence within our organization. So Kellanova, we are a new company. We spun in October of last year from the Kellogg company. So hopefully you're familiar with brands like Pringles and Cheez-It and Pop-Tarts and Rice Krispies treats.
Of course.
Hopefully you have them in your pantry. I know I have a big stockpile. But we're on a mission to be the world's best performing snacks-led powerhouse. And within the role that I sit in today, I'm really responsible for driving a lot of our digital marketing transformation, really unleashing the power of our global iconic brands and, unlocking the power that AI and advanced analytics, can provide to us as a tool in our toolbox to really unlock growth, at an exponential rate for our organization.
Very cool. So we're at this amazing villa, the MasterCard Villa, Brand Innovators as well. And there has been a focus today on AI. So do you want to share some of the highlights of what you discussed earlier today around AI and how you're navigating those channels? What are the challenges? What are the, successes you've seen so far using it? What do you see the future look like for it?
Yeah. Well, I think first let's start with the future. I think AI is here to stay. It's no longer just like a trend or a buzzword. But brands that are really harnessing AI and leaning into it are going to be the ones that are going to, I think, accelerate the opportunity that it has to unlock for your business. And so I talked a little bit earlier about, we're not competing against AI. We're competing with another marketer that is already using it and is doing so more efficiently and effectively than you are. So when I think about our organization and what AI can do for us, I look at it in a couple of different areas. So the first is around spend optimization. How can I really, unlock better opportunities to spend every dollar so that dollar is returning more efficiently and effectively back on the investments that I'm making? The second area is really around journey orchestration and personalization. So how can we better use the AI to really help us to understand where consumers are in the funnel, what are the signals that we can use, and then how can we improve that overall experience, push them down the funnel based on the jobs to be done, and then actually convert them and keep them within our portfolio. The other area is going to be around end-to-end creative and content. We're here at the Cannes Festival of Creativity, and so creative is at the core of everything that we're talking about this week. But AI is really allowing us to create content now so that we can do personalization at scale, where before it was so cost prohibitive. I need to be able to produce thousands of pieces of content now, versus the handful of pieces I was creating before. And I have to do it at or lower cost than I was doing before. So I think that's going to be a huge unlock for us. And then the last area of opportunity that I see AI really unlocking for us is really around tactic and channel optimization. How can I get even more specific into what's happening in real time to really optimize those investments, based upon those jobs to be done and the business outcomes that we're trying to drive?
Are you seeing that from your main publishers that you're dealing with or whoever you're partnering with, you see AI kind of you're seeing the results and benefits of that so far?
Yeah. I mean, I think that all of this technology, like I said, it's a tool in our toolbox.
Right.
It's not like the magic button or something like that. And this comes down to, in the next few years, the tools that we're using are going to be more widely available to everybody. And so what you really need to be thinking about is what is the data that I have that then can become my asset, my competitive advantage, so that I am truly able to drive optimization across my business, across domains. How do I think about the data that our sales team has or our supply team has so that I can better optimize my media investments? I mean, think about a day if we don't have product on shelf, how can I better understand when my next shipment is coming in to a DC or a warehouse so that I can either like throttle my investment or turn it down until I have product on shelf at a geolocation or something to that effect. Or, you know, how do I optimize my supply chain based on weather patterns, things like that, because brick and mortar is still playing such a big role in our mix today. It's just that fulfillment piece. Are you getting it delivered? Or, you know, is my Uber Eats driver stopping at a convenience store on my way with my dinner order? Things like that. So I get so excited talking about these things because there's just so much opportunity that it has to unlock on us to drive those outcomes.
That's so cool. And so in your title, you have Omni-Shopper marketing as part of, okay, so can you just explain, like, I mean, you kind of alluded to it, but just elaborate on what that
it's like,
means too.
how do we like bridge the gap between like physical brick and mortar and the online environment? And if you're creating a consumer journey that might span online and offline tactics, how do I optimize that? So when they get to that point of purchase, that I'm able to fulfill that demand right then and there. And then how can I maximize my investment across our trade and our sales organization with our marketing teams so that 1 + 1 is now 4, not 1 + 1 is 2,
right?
For example.
Right. So like, as far as digital transformation is concerned, and you're leading that, is a lot of that around data management and how you like have that up, you know, value prop of having your own personal, like, first party data. What else, beyond that, is there anything else that is really
I would say that first party data is super important, but it's it's first party and third party data.
Okay.
And so, you know, depending on first party data can only provide so much scale. So you're going to need another addressable audience set or something to that effect to help kind of build out your audiences and your targeting. But then I think you also need to really have that data infrastructure where your data is really interoperable, it's connected, it's accessible, it's democratized, it's trusted, right? As like a source of truth, because you can't really start to build AI models or advanced analytics models off of data if you don't have that infrastructure and that interoperability and that trusted source to build something that you're going to actually believe in, right? In what it's telling you that the opportunity might look like.
Very cool. So, we are in Cannes, and it's the creative festival. So I think it would be amiss if we didn't chat about creative. How involved are you in that process? And can you share, just some of the, future forward, like how you see creative playing a part in your mix and in your responsibilities?
Yeah, absolutely. So creative and creative effectiveness is absolutely a huge topic and a focus area for us as an organization. We have wonderful, iconic, and global brands, and we want to continue to harness the power of those brands, but make them so much more, I wouldn't say more, but like to make them meaningful and engaging with consumers, and that top of mind, that saliency, et cetera, that's critical. And so I think our time here at Cannes is really continuing to be inspired by others who are building great work that is like really deeply resonating and connecting with consumers. That you're also kind of thinking about how creativity can be unleashed and expanded in different parts of that purchase funnel. I think we were talking earlier today about, in digital, you're talking about a 3-second, a 6-second, an 8-second spot, but like there is this longer form storytelling as well that you need to like think about, and that long-term health of your brand. And so it's a combination, right, of that longer term brand building mixed with those more shorter term sales activations that are going to drive your business. So I think for us, it's about really just being inspired, learning from others, and then what can we take back as an organization to continue to elevate creativity on our iconic brands.
I love it. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Nicole. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brand Innovators, for having us. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Valerie. It was great to meet you. And thank you to the Brand Innovators team and this great event that we're having here at Cannes.
All right. Thanks.